Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Prince Mason. Today we are starting a new series which is how to set up your home studio, and we're just going to go over a few things that I think that you should have, or the most important things that you should have in the studio. So we're going to go over lights, stands, everybody should own a camera, so that's just going to be like not in the series, but we're going to go over modifiers and also different things, backdrops, everything that you need to set up your home studio. So now today we're talking about the most important thing in the home studio, and that's light. So if you're not going to be shooting with natural light, for the most part you are either going to have strobes or continuous lights. And for photography, I would advise you get strobes, because to get continuous lights that'll be able to match the watts on this table right here is going to be really expensive. But for strobes you can get like a decent amount of power, power per price ratio, if that makes any sense. But anyways, before we get into today's video, please go check out my digital store. I have some amazing things there that'll help you retouch better and retouch faster. So go check out my freebies, like my free frequency separation actions, or my free lots that I have on there, or you can just get the images that I have there, use it to practice, get better with my YouTube videos, or you can check out the paid products I have on there, like my retouching essentials pack that'll help you retouch better and retouch faster, my skin tone lots that'll help you grade dark and light skin tones and take your images to the next level. So definitely go check that out. I'll put a link in the description. So let's get into lights. On the table right here we have all Godox lights, and that's because we only shoot with Godox in the studio right now. First things first, I would say Godox have sent me some lights that are here over the past few years, but they are not sponsoring this video. Just putting that out there so we're really clear. They're not sponsoring these videos. They're not sponsored. Some here we bought with our money, but let's just go over the lights on this table and just help you make up your mind for the lights that you want to get, and I'll also tell you the lights that I use the most. Now the first one is the Godox TT685. Now this is not a studio strobe, this is a Speedlight, and if you're just starting out, when I started out I started with Speedlights. Now this does not have a lot of power, but for the most part it's definitely going to get the job done if you're just starting out. So definitely consider getting this if you're on the budget. The amazing thing about Speedlights is that you can use it to shoot in the studio, and you can also take it out to events and use it to shoot like on camera flashes and all that. So this is really nice to have. They are really small, portable. If you get I forgot what they call them, is it the S bracket, you can always just use this, attach a modifier to it through one of the maybe the Bones mount ones. Now if you are shooting through a modifier, please bear in mind that this is not powerful enough to help you shoot at f7, f8, all those really high apertures. You would need to go a step further and get something that is a bit more powerful. Now right next to the Speedlight, by the way, this is a pretty I would probably say it's a old Speedlight from Godox. They have some newer ones that have the round face to them. Those are like the new style. Typically Speedlights are typically the same thing. You get them very portable, but they don't have a lot of power. But if you're just starting out, then consider using these, because I used this when I just started out. Now the next thing that we have on the table here is the Godox AD100, and Godox just recently sent this to me, and I did a small video showing how you can shoot with this. I show in the studio with it. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. I'll just put it up here, put a card up here so you guys can check that out. Now this is almost like a Speedlight replacement, in the sense that if you look at it, it is smaller than the Speedlight, but unlike the Speedlight, you can't have it turning around like this, but it is smaller than the Speedlight, maybe a little bit fatter but smaller, shorter than the Speedlight. And the beautiful thing about this light is that it is equally as powerful, or maybe just a little bit more powerful. I really don't know, can't tell you guys right now, because I haven't compared it with the Speedlight. But for the most part, if you're shooting events and you are shooting studio portraits, then get the S bracket too, the newer S brackets, and you'll be able to use this with that. And I feel like the reason why they call it the Pro series is just because it matches seamlessly with the other Pro strobes that they have. You can use it in the studio, like I said, connect it to modifiers. You can connect it to the Godox mount modifiers easily. It's just a really nice portable strobe to have. It just feels like a can drink. That's how it is. It just feels like a can drink. You can put it in your bag. Typically I travel with this. It's just very easy to throw it in your bag and not have to worry about it or the weight. So this is really nice to have too. It's portable, but like I said, it's not powerful enough for you to shoot with modifiers at really high apertures if you're shooting in the studio and you're trying to get those stark sharp images. But I mean, if you're just starting out, you can start with this. I think it's just over $200, so pretty nice price for what you're getting. So that's the AD100, right? Now, if you're looking for a little bit more power, right, you want to be able to shoot at those high apertures at the same time, you know, you're still looking for portability, then the AD200 is your friend. I have had this for a couple years now, maybe about 3 years, and it just works seamlessly. Now, the amazing thing about the AD200 that I like is the fact that you can swap the head. So you can either go with the flash looking head here, or you can go with more of a strobe light looking head, strobe light looking bulb. Mine is broken, haven't gotten a new one, so I just have this on here, but it works perfectly, and it is just simple, you know, more power than the AD100. It is smaller, slimmer in some ways if you actually look at it this way, but if you look at it this way, I don't know, probably the same size, but it is just bigger. The AD100 is smaller, but at the same time you get just a little bit more power. So you get 100 watts, 200 watts, double, but I don't think it's like really double if you check it out, but you guys get what I'm saying. Just a little bit more power. And there's the Pro version. This is in the Pro version. Can't really tell what the difference is, but if you want a bit more power, then the AD200. I think there are mounts that help you put two AD200 into a Godox type S mount bracket, and you get like 400 watts. So if you're someone that needs that much power, you have two AD200s, then you can just do that, and it just turns into one light source, which is amazing, and you get the AD400. Now I'm just going to set this aside, just push all this to the side. Right, so right now we are done with the lightweights. I was talking about the flashes that are really portable, that you can shoot with in the studio and also take to events and all sorts of things to shoot with. Just throw it in your bag and shoot with. So we're done with that. We do not have the AD300 in the studio. We have not bought one, neither have we gotten anything from Godox yet, but hopefully they'll be able to send me one soon to review and do videos with. So once they do that, I'll definitely have those videos up. So the AD300 is really good, really portable tool. I haven't used it personally, but if you check out reviews, then you hear a lot of amazing things about them. So now we are talking about the AD400. So the AD400 is like the entry level into the big hitters, right? It is quite big, comes with like Godox mount, but at the same time you have this attachment in front of it that I think you can just screw on top to get your Bowens mount. And it is what it is. It is, I'll call it a studio strobe. So this is not a portable studio strobe. This is a full studio strobe. It's battery powered like every other light that I've showed you, and it just works seamlessly. Now I know there's a way you can actually plug this directly to light to use without actually using the battery. Same as all the other strobes. You just have to figure that out if you're not interested in batteries. But the amazing thing about every light here is that you can take it on location and shoot with it. Now at 400 watts, it's powerful enough for almost what I think it's just powerful enough for anything you want to do in the studio. Really, it is really strong, really durable. That's why I like these lights from Godox. And like I said, it's 400 watts. It's a lot of power, as much power as you need in the studio. But that's the thing, if you want to go bigger, then you go with the AD600B or the BM. Now, these lights are the first set of, I would say the 600 watt lights that Godox brought out. I can't really tell, but it's almost like they are foray into these battery powered strobes that look like this. This was their big hit. You know, the AD360, I think it's 360. The AD360 was a hit, and I had one too, and it worked perfectly for me. I used it for years. It did not break on me. It did not break on me. I had to give it out after a couple years when I started getting new strobes. But you know, this is really their big hit. This is the light that became really popular, right? And it's still affordable. If you check online, there are a lot of deals for every light that you can see here. You know, you just don't have to purchase it the first time you see it. Just go online, search for deals. There are a lot of deals online for these lights. I think this goes for about $500, $600. I think the TTL version goes for $600 and something, and the non-TTL version, which is the BM, the manual, goes for about $500, and the AD400 goes for about $500 and something too. So if you want more power and you're not really interested in going the pro route, then go for this. Now, I know the way Godox markets their lights, they talk about how the pro versions have like shorter recycling times and also good color accuracy for their lights and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're a portrait photographer shooting the studio, shooting your clients, you'll probably not notice the difference in the light quality, because they're really good. So if you want more power, you can go the 600 route. This is really nice. We've had it for years. We've beat this light up. We've broken the bulb, bought a new bulb, put it in there, and it just works. Never failed. This is Optimus Prime. Does not die. Trust me. So now we are going to go to like the father of the AD series, and that is the AD600 Pro. Oof, that's heavy. So if you want everything that all these lights offer, and you also want it in their pro version, so you have the battery that lasts a long time, you have the amazing light quality from the lights, you want the slick looking Godox light, you just want the best of the best, right? The AD600 Pro is your best bet. Don't need to talk too much about this. It is everything the AD600 has and better. Well, it seems a little bit bigger with the reflector on board. You guys get it. It's just the baddest. It's my favorite light that I use in the studio, and after that is the AD600B, then the AD400. I mean, I shoot a lot of beauty portraits, and typically I shoot at f7, f8, f9, f11. Once I'm going that high, I tend to want as much power as I want, and I'm shooting through modifiers, that have double diffusion. So I just want to get as much power as I can get. So the AD600 Pro is my baby. Now, another thing about the AD600 Pro that I really like, and the AD400, is the fact that if you look up top here, there is like a level of diffusion in front of the bulb that would help, you reduce the hotspots from the light. So the light is not just shooting directly into the modifier. But at the end of the day, I can't really tell you how good that works, to be very honest. I just know that all the lights here work perfectly. So the last light I want to talk about is the invisible light that is here. It's called the AD1200 Pro. Yeah, it's not here, but hopefully we'll get in the studio someday. So I've never used that light before. It's 1200, so it's literally double of what this can give you in terms of wattage, but in terms of actual light calculations, I don't know, because I never owned it and I've never calculated it. So but it's really nice. It has the battery pack that is separate from the light. It's the best light you can ever buy, because I absolutely love it, and I don't own it, and I've never used it before. But you guys get what I'm saying. I really, really want to use that light, but it's pretty expensive. So, we're still building out the gear, and hopefully we'll get there one day. So I hope this will help you make a decision when it comes to your lights. If you're looking for something portable, then go from the AD300 all the way down. Let's say you're just getting into portraits, you're just you're an event photographer, you're trying to shoot more portraits, or you want to do both and you don't want to invest in your money in different lights, you want to be able to have lights that you can use in the studio and also carry out, then definitely check out the AD100, the Speedlights, AD200, the AD300. Those are like the really, really portable ones. But if you want to go all out, you need lights that can overpower the sun, you want lights that are sturdy, you want studio lights that are workhorses, you want a lot of power, then check out the AD400 all the way to the AD1200. Now, I'm not saying you should only get Godox lights, but these are the lights that I have, and I'm just using the watts to explain things to you. And it's best I do with physical lights that I have. You can go with any brand that you want, but me, it's Godox, tested, trusted, and they just work. Never died on me. Never once, never. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to support the channel, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can see more content. If you love the new look, then thank you. You know, like I said, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you want to retouch better, retouch faster, check out my digital store. Amazing products that will help you, you know, take your photography to the next level. Anyways, keep watching, keep learning, keep trying, keep shooting, keep doing everything that will make you a better photographer. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have an amazing day, guys. Peace out.